Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here for some more fun with FIFA 10. And in this video, I'm going to be playing as Wolfsburg, and I'm going to be taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, like the Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wolfsburg is also known as the Wolves, and they've become quite a power in the Bundesliga. I know several seasons ago they actually won the Bundesliga title. Last year they finished in second and found themselves in a spot for the automatic Champions League group stage spot. As you can see here, I'm taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, they play an attacking style formation, and they'll look to send a man on an attacking run down the opposite wing and provide him with cross-field passes, and the defenders utilize zonal marking when defending. Now, the interesting about this matchup while I'm doing my substitutions here is that this is a matchup between the most valuable player in the Bundesliga last season, which is Kevin De Bruyne, versus the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga, which is Alexander Meier from Frankfurt. And as you can see here, I leave the roster alone, I leave the starting lineup alone, but I really regret not starting De Bruyne. Because, and alright, I probably should have, because like I just said, he is the most valuable player, the reigning MVP of the Bundesliga, and as you'll see in this video, Perisic really, I can't say that he was horrible, but I think I would have done a better job with De Bruyne in there, which you end up finding out later on how much of an impact he had, but as you can see, both teams coming out here. I love those Wolfsburg uniforms. I like the colors of them because it's not... I like the shade of green for the numbers here. As you can see, I'm playing a 4-1-2-1-2 here with Olic and Bentner up front, which proved to be quite the dynamic partnership up front. And then Frankfurt also doing a 4-1-2-1-2 as well with Alexander Meier in the attacking midfield, supplying Kareem Atmore and Mohamedou Idrissou. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, I like the colors of the Wolfsburg kits. Between the light shade of green for the kit number and that, and then the shade of green they use for the trim of the uniform. I really like it a lot. As you see, Olic missing that shot there, but
cut that out well.
But yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt is actually a tricky team to play against the Bundesliga because you don't know what to expect from them day in, day out. And see Nicholas Bentner, the Danish international, opening up the scoring here. Of course, he used to play for Arsenal and Juventus. So yeah, and they've also had, Eintracht Frankfurt has also had stints in Europe. I know most recently they played in the UEFA Cup, that's what the Europa League used to be known as, and I remember the one year in particular, they were in the same group as Newcastle United, and naturally I took real close eye on that, considering that Newcastle was in the competition. As a matter of fact, I think that was the last time they were in Europe. As you can see, the Varina, they're forcing the corner. Olic is the team captain, he's also taking the corner. See Salihamidzic with the header, the former Juventus midfielder and former Bosnian international. And this was calamitous right here. I was very lucky not to give up a goal here. It's lucky Benaglio read that correctly. Luis Gustavo, the former Hoffenheim and Bayern Munich midfielder.
He's got away from the defenders here.
So yeah, I was actually pleasantly pleased. I was actually pleasantly surprised just how well I was able to do here with Wolfsburg, because I really don't play as this team an awful lot. I usually play as either Borussia Dortmund or Hoffenheim and even Hamburg, so I really didn't get a whole lot of practice in playing as Wolfsburg, but after this video, I think I'm going to pay a lot closer attention. As you see that Olic with an awesome effort right there. Of course, I don't think he's on Wolfsburg anymore. Last time I saw he was at Hamburg. I'm not sure if he's still there or not, or if he went back to Bayern or whatever. I have to get back to you guys on that, but Olic is a pretty good player, even on international level where he plays for Croatia. Of course, Americans know all too well about Bentner, how good he can be, scoring a hat-trick in a friendly where they ended up beating the US 3-2. And you can see the partnership between Bentner and Olic working like a charm, because you see how much of a menace they can be in the box here. And the two center backs for Eintracht Frankfurt didn't really stand a chance. See, it's 3-0. I'm averaging a goal every 7 minutes. Gustavo, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Here's part of the Brazil World Cup squad that got embarrassed 7-1 by Germany in the semifinals. As you can see, there's not a very good effort there by Perisic, which, like I said a few minutes ago, I really regret leaving him in there instead of subbing him with De Bruyne. Of course, there's rumors that De Bruyne is going to end up being sold to Manchester City, but there's nothing concrete yet. I know there's something about a £60 million offer for him or whatever, but I haven't seen really anything yet. And I have no idea what was going on here. I think it was one of those things where Wolfsburg got caught napping in their own end. I was very lucky not to concede there. Perisic with a pass out of Bentner. Bentner with a bad pass intended for Olic. Hasan Salihamidzic, which I'd mentioned before. Marco Russ. Olic again with Bentner. No, I'm getting to sound like a commentator.
Oh, he's in the clear, he's gone away!
But yeah, I really enjoyed this partnership a lot that Bentner and Olic had here, and it's one of the main reasons why I want to experiment a little bit more with Wolfsburg.
They've been very, very good. Scoreline.
See Marcel Schaefer there congratulating him on the goal. So yeah, I think I made the right decision here, sticking with the formation that I had going up against Frankfurt, since they play pretty much the same position, the same formation I do. I don't know why, but it seemed like in this first half, I just had trouble putting away opportunities here. And see, I tried to shoot, but for some reason it wouldn't let me. Perisic's not really doing anything there.
Referee's blown up for the foul.
Schildenfeld was right there for Frankfurt, almost got the head, and I think if he would got a little bit more contact with the ball, I would have been in trouble. And check out this goal. That was good. You know, I do a lot of rainbow shots on here, but I find that one particularly impressive because that's a lot further out than what I'm used to shooting. And I have no idea what Nikolov was thinking there. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of stoppage time here in the first half. And figures, I finally get a bearing out on this game, and here it's getting close to the end of the first half. And this is actually my lowest scoring first half so far since I've started this Fun with FIFA 10 segment. And you see Perisic trying to make something happen here.
Finally claimed by the keeper.
Which I think at that point, I was like, you know what, when halftime comes, I'm going to sub him out and put De Bruyne in there. What the heck? What the heck happened to that ball? As you can see, Olic with a hat-trick already and Bentner with a brace.
At times it's just been one-way traffic.
And I was trying to figure out exactly what to do here. I should have pushed pause here to do the formation change and that, like the regular pause menu, but for some reason I just see that there's another replay of that fantastic goal right there, which unfortunately I had to start the second half with Perisic, but as you can see here, I'm in the process of subbing him out. Yeah, and De Bruyne might have a lower rating than Perisic, but like I said a few minutes ago, I actually thought he had much bigger impact on this game than he was able to do more with the ball than what Perisic did. I was kind of lucky not to get called for a foul there.
This is their game, trying to get an extra man in there.
See that clever pass to Bentner. And that's a good way to start off the second half. Bentner with his hat-trick. So you get Bentner with 3 goals and then Olic with 3 goals. It's 6-0 to start off the second half. And also with that goal, Perisic finally comes off and De Bruyne comes on. which I really think Chelsea is going to regret selling him, which Chelsea's not really a striker-friendly club as it is, since they're more of a perking the bus type team and focus more on defense than what they do on offense. That's why players like Mutu and Shevchenko and that never really worked out for them. As you see there, that partnership is incredible. Kind of reminds me back to when Wolfsburg won the Bundesliga and they had their partnership up front of Grafit and Edin Dzeko up front. And they were two big players of that Bundesliga winning campaign. And Dzeko plays for Roma now. He's on loan from Manchester City, and I have no idea what Grafit is doing now. I'm not sure what team he's playing. It seems to me he's playing somewhere over in the Middle East somewhere, but I'm not positive on that. As you can see here, I've done more offensively in these first few minutes in the second half than I did the entire first half. Very rarely do I get 10 minutes into the second half and I only score 3 goals.
Crucial tackle.
And that was almost shambolic right there. Olic and Bentner once again. As you can see there, Bentner wasn't really meant to play out in the wing. Gustavo, lucky not to get a foul called on him there. But Olic, Bentner, and De Bruyne link up there. And as you see, look how much better he is with the ball. Oh, I forgot about that. But yeah, it just seems like his pacing is better suited with Bentner and Olic than what Perisic was. See Rob Friend coming on there for Matthias Lehmann.
Can he make the most of this?
Winning the ball from Meier, that's always important. Olic leading the counter-attack. And that was a bad miss right there, especially someone that scored multiple goals already in this game.
Not interested in the chance of a short goal kick.
Ola Nikolov, the Macedonian international goalkeeper. Oh, that was almost bad. Verinia trying to create something on the wing here. Trying to cross it, which ends up going straight to Nikolov.
Downfield from the keeper.
But yeah, anybody that's been following the German football at all recently got to see Wolfsburg defeat Bayern Munich to win the German Super Cup, which I thought was absolutely awesome and well deserved. See Olic with goal number 5, which actually should be number 6, but if it wasn't for that bad miss a few minutes ago.
This is embarrassing.
Okay, Rob Friend versus Salihamidzic. No contest there. Sebastian Jung.
He's quite a talent.
I'm not mistaken, plays for Schalke now. I'm not positive on that, but he plays for one of the bigger teams I know of.
He's such an intelligent defender, reads the game so well.
But yeah, anybody that says that Wolfsburg didn't deserve the German Super Cup title has to be a Bayern Munich fan, because they fought hard in that game. And they especially fought hard in last year's German Cup final against Borussia Dortmund. You know, Dortmund may have started off that final good, but it all came down to as you can see, the wonderful pass by De Bruyne. But yeah, I can as much as it pains for me to say as a Dortmund fan, I can definitely say the Wolfsburg definitely deserved to beat them last year in the DFB Pokal Cup. Umut Korkman is coming on for Rob. What? Rob Friend just came on. Oh well. As a matter of fact, that happened in the last video when Luke de Jong was a substitute, and he came off for another substitute, which I don't understand the philosophy of that, subbing a sub. See Olic ripping right into this defense again, hit the post and was able to get his own rebound here, but yeah, I just can't believe how dynamic this team is. 11-0, this is already my highest scoring game thus far since I started this segment.
Showed him too much of the ball.
And you see, they're having no problem getting through this Frankfurt defense.
Now Busquets is there, he's got a chance.
see if De Bruyne. I should have gone with a regular shot there instead of a rainbow shot. That was my fault right there.
They're still looking for goals, still looking to increase their lead. Up more.
Another thing I have a problem with in this game, other than defending free kicks, is winning aerial duels. Because it seems like it's more of like a 50-50 thing, other than a real effort type thing, where it's almost like a flip of a coin almost. See there, the ball did its job, but it ended up going off for a corner kick. Varane ended up getting fatigued there. That's what that yellow stands for. I committed another corner kick to Frankfurt. And that was close right there. And you really have to be careful in this box because, obviously, if you make any kind of contact, you're at risk of drawing a penalty. And I certainly did not want that this late in the game. And that's one of my pet peeves, conceding a penalty late in the game. I certainly wanted to make sure that I didn't do the same thing here.
They're playing some kind of waiting game at the moment.
And right now, I'm just wasting time. And see here, I'm trying to run out the clock, but this ends up becoming almost calamitous because I don't know why the ball went back to the goalie there. And see that I'm trying to kill off the clock here. And I was going to say, that should have been a foul right there. Because I got called for a foul with less. And I was kind of confused here. I wasn't exactly sure what was going on here, but I ended up watching this. Salihamidzic is fatigued too, but I'm already in stoppage time. It would have been relatively pointless here to make any kind of substitution at this point. Which I don't know why he didn't pass up there. As you see, nice goal there by Olic, fighting for that ball, an awesome individual effort on his part to make it 12-0 Wolfsburg. Or should I say Wolfsburg, considering in German V's sound like W's and W's sound like V's. So it's actually Wolfsburg. But oh well. And that's the game. And you see here 12-0, my highest scoring game so far. Which is really nice after finishing with less than 10 in the no, that's not true. After not getting a clean sheet against Borussia Mönchengladbach, but I don't know why I thought I scored less than 10 in that one, but as you see some of my stats there, I thought my passing would have been higher than that. And you see the goal scored and all the subs, which I accidentally pushed the wrong button there. I want to toggle through the events. And see there, they made 2 subs compared to my 1. De Bruyne ended up getting the assist, but if it wasn't for me making a bad decision, he probably would have got a goal here. So, as you can see, he did make an impact in this game, which I was really happy to see. And he is a good player too, even though he's only ranked 63 in this game, but he really proved himself here, and next time I play, I think I'm going to have him in the starting lineup for Wolfsburg. Which, I might end up playing Wolfsburg again, especially, I think I might want to do a rematch of Wolfsburg versus Bayern Munich, because they're going to end up playing each other again in the DFB Pokal Cup, which is the German Cup, so that's going to be a really interesting game to watch, so, but yeah, that's pretty much it, so thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.